A man capable of conquering the most demanding roles in Hollywood. Yet for more than 3 decades, he has avoided one thing above all else: long-term romantic commitment. And throughout those 30 years, his relationships seemed to follow an invisible pattern, a pattern the internet would later give a name: the under 25 rule. To understand how that rule came into existence, we need to go back to 1994. That year, Leonardo DiCaprio first caught Hollywood's full attention thanks to What's Eating Gilbert Grape. And the first woman to enter his life under the media spotlight was Bridget Hall, a quintessential American supermodel, youthful and highly sought after. They dated briefly. Leonardo was the one who ended the relationship. Later on, Bridget downplayed the romance, calling him just a friend. But from Bridget Hall, an important pattern began to emerge. Leonardo was drawn to the world of models. That same year, he also dated Brittany Daniel, his co-star in The Basketball Diaries. A relationship born from on-set chemistry quickly ignited and just as quickly faded. In 1995, Hollywood buzzed with rumors that Leonardo was dating Naomi Campbell, one of the most powerful supermodels of her generation. Though never officially confirmed, what stands out is that the relationship did not end in bitterness. To this day, Leonardo and Naomi remain on good terms, a rare exception in his romantic history. From 1996 to 1998, Leonardo entered what many consider his first true love, Kristen Zang. Kristen stood behind him at the most pivotal moment of his life, when Titanic transformed Leonardo into the biggest movie star on the planet. But that very fame would ultimately destroy the relationship. The parties, the relentless media attention, and persistent rumors of intimacy with other models, including Helena Christensen in 1997, made Kristen realize she could not bear sharing her partner with the entire world. In 1998, Kristen Zang walked away from Leonardo DiCaprio. The reason, according to sources, was that Leo was too immature, completely swept up in the madness of Leo-Mania. She became one of the very few women who left him rather than the other way round. That same year marked the most rebellious phase of Leonardo's love life. In March 1998, he had a one-month affair in Paris with supermodel Eva Herzegova. The relationship caused quiet shock, as Eva was still married at the time to the drummer of Bon Jovi. It was a clear testament to Leonardo's overwhelming allure at his peak. Shortly after returning to the United States, Leonardo became infatuated with Amber Valletta after seeing her in a magazine. He instructed his assistant to track her down and arrange a meeting. They appeared together at several high-profile events, but the relationship was nothing more than a brief fling, ending quietly, with no drama, no public fallout. Later that same year, Leonardo dated Bijou Phillips, daughter of music legend John Phillips. At the time, Bijou was a rebellious New York it-girl. Leonardo wasn't just her boyfriend, he actively supported her acting career, introducing her to director James Toback and helping her land a leading role in Black and White in 1999. Though the relationship lasted only a few months, the two remained friends afterward. In 1999, Leonardo DiCaprio entered his golden era. He met Gisele Bündchen when she was just 18 years old. For 5 years, they were the ultimate Hollywood power couple. Beautiful, famous, wealthy, the very image of success. But over time, Gisele realized she needed to change her lifestyle, to step away from constant partying and unhealthy habits. Leonardo, however, was not ready to change with her. They broke up when Gisele turned 25. Then came Bar Refaeli. They dated from 2005 to 2011 in a long, serious, on-and-off-again relationship. Bar wanted marriage. Leonardo wanted freedom. When they finally ended things, Bar had also just turned 25. After his breakup with Bar Refaeli in 2011,
Leonardo DiCaprio entered a new phase of his romantic life. This was a period where relationships became shorter, more repetitive, and a distinct pattern began to take shape. In 2011, Leonardo dated Blake Lively, who was 24 at the time. They met at the Cannes Film Festival and quickly became the focus of intense media attention. They traveled across Europe together, appearing in several iconic locations, but the relationship lasted only about 5 months. According to sources, Blake wanted a clearer sense of stability, while Leonardo continued to prioritize personal freedom. Not long after their breakup, Blake met Ryan Reynolds, a complete contrast in life choices. Later that year, Leonardo briefly dated Madalina Janea, a Romanian model and actress born in 1988. Their relationship took place while Leonardo was filming The Great Gatsby in Australia. They were photographed together in several intimate moments, but the romance faded quickly. It was short-lived, fleeting, and left no lasting commitment. In 2012, Leonardo began dating Erin Hetherington, a 22-year-old Victoria's Secret angel. The relationship was relatively private, but lasted throughout the year. They were frequently spotted traveling together, from New York to beach vacations. By the end of 2012, they had split. The official reason was simple: conflicting and demanding work schedules. In 2013, Leonardo dated Tony Garn, who was just 20 years old. The relationship lasted about 18 months and was considered one of his longer relationships during this period. They attended sporting events together, including the 2014 World Cup, and appeared publicly at events tied to Leonardo's environmental foundation. They broke up toward the end of 2014, when Leonardo was photographed leaving a Miami nightclub with more than 20 women. In 2015, Leonardo dated Kelly Rohrbach, then 24. They were frequently seen together at sporting events and summer vacations. The relationship lasted roughly 6 months. Sources cited busy work schedules as the reason for the breakup. They separated shortly after Kelly turned 26. Leonardo dated Nina Agdal from July 2016 to May 2017. They traveled the world together and appeared publicly frequently. Ultimately, Leonardo was the one who ended the relationship. The reason was familiar. He was not ready to settle down, not ready for marriage or children. When they split, Nina Agdal had just turned 25. By 2017, although never confirmed by Leonardo himself, the pattern had become impossible to ignore. Relationships that began when the women were very young and ended when conversations about commitment arrived. This became the foundation for what the internet would later call the under 25 rule. That same year, many believed the rule had finally been broken when Leonardo began dating Camila Moroni, a relationship that lasted 5 years. They lived together, they bonded with each other's families, but in June 2022, Camila turned 25. 2 months later, they broke up. Memes flooded social media. The under 25 rule officially became an internet legend. Then came Vittoria Ceretti. Born in 1998, an Italian high-fashion icon, by the end of 2025, she was 27 years old, well beyond the infamous threshold. For the first time, Leonardo appeared alongside both families. Sources describe him as calmer, more grounded, and more mature than ever before. So, the final question remains: is Leonardo DiCaprio a man afraid of commitment? Or is he simply someone unwilling to trade his freedom for anything that doesn't feel truly perfect? From the heartbreak of Kristen Zang to the mystery of Vittoria Ceretti, Leonardo DiCaprio's love life mirrors his career: selective, meticulous, and governed by rules entirely his own. Perhaps what Leonardo has been chasing for the past 30 years was never youth itself, but the feeling of absolute freedom, even if it means remaining Hollywood's most famous bachelor. What do you think? Is Vittoria the last chapter? Or is the journey of Hollywood's most eligible bachelor still far from over? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to Hollywood Legacies to continue exploring the untold stories behind the spotlight.